One of the best ways to have your little boy come out is having that anxious, fearful side of you that maybe has shown up in the past, and now you're with a woman who you really love, who you're really connected to. Like never before. This is the one you see having your kids, building this future with, this vision, and your, let's call it not an identity of your anxious attached type, but under stress, a coping mechanism that you can show up kind of anxious. And under stress, what kind of person are you going to attract? Under stress, she's going to show up as probably avoidant. Now, one thing about this, you can very easily spiral down in this connection. Does it mean, and this is where people get into that, like, oh, well, I'm anxious, this makes sense, avoidant, they're wrong, or vice versa. That would be nice. It's not that simple. Because whatever smack you're talking about your avoidant ex, they can reverse and say similar things in a different way about you being anxious. But here's what's great about it. When you've met that woman, whether you're with her right now, you're on a break, you think you're going to be on a break, or you just broke up, this will bring up more emotional shit than anything else possibly in your entire life. Ask me how I know. I had friends that tell me to do this inner child work, and you have a 5-year-old boy inside you. I consistently, for years, this is many years ago, said, no, I don't. That's for women or like maybe gay dudes. I don't know. That's exactly what I said. Not perfect, not pretty, not politically correct. It's what I said. And I didn't listen. Years later, I get in a relationship with someone, the second time I've had this happen, that I'm really crazy about, that I really love, that I see myself building a future with, that I've never had this connection with before. After a little while, what does she say? The same thing. So here's why this is important. And this video is kind of about a guy showing up anxious and a gal showing up avoidant, but it's really about that you have a part of you inside of you, a 5-year-old little boy. Even if it sounds weird, some guys are totally cool with it. Some guys are like, no, I don't. To each their own. You're still watching the video, so you must think you might have one. There's a part of you that didn't get their emotional needs met as a kid. And it's not here to badmouth or to blame your parents. And, they did the best they could. Could they have done better? Should they have done better? Maybe, but they didn't. You're going to do the best you can with your kids or when you have kids. And are you going to look back and go, there could have been things you could have done better? Sure. Whatever those things are, those are magnified in an intimate relationship more than any other context in life. And there's this deep fear that all humans have. It's normal. It's not just, you could call it self-worth issues, but it's not always that, but it's the fear of not being good enough in some way. And part of it, I believe, can be the fear of not being totally accepted and loved. You can be too much, not enough money, your Johnson's not big enough, you're not tall enough, you don't have a good enough career, you're not powerful enough, you don't have big enough muscles, whatever it is. By finding that woman and going through a hard time, or maybe you broke up with her 6 months ago or she broke up with you, this can be the greatest personal development gift you could ever have. You could be on your journey for the last 10 years. You've gotten to a certain point, and in the next year, blow your results out of the water. That's been my experience. That's been friends, clients' experience. Doing this inner work is so key. I have a friend, he's not a client. It would be unprofessional in a way and unecological to work with him because I'm so close with him for so long as a friend. He's almost 60. He used to run one of the franchises for one of the largest personal development personal development groups in the world, one of their satellite franchises, which there wasn't many of. Since he started to recognize this inner child stuff, work on it, heal it, look at how he's trying to meet his emotional needs in an unhealthy way, like the demanding, scared 5-year-old part of him. You do have emotional needs, but when we're not aware of what's going on and it's a 5-year-old part of us reacting, it creates a mess in a relationship. And there's nothing wrong with you. Like, you're not broken, you don't need to be fixed. However, there can be some stuff to heal and some stuff to alchemize, like turning dog shit into gold. That's how it can feel sometimes, because it can feel like a big pile of dog shit. You're like, bro, what the fuck? I've done all this inner work and I still have, there's this. I'm telling you, when it's like gold bars wrapped in dog shit wrapping paper, and sometimes there's a lot of wrapping paper. Again, ask me how I know. If you're in this place right now, this can be one of the greatest places of your entire life. Meaning the women you've attracted up until now were meeting you from this reactivity, hurt place, even if you weren't aware of it until more recently. What that also means is taking a few months, which can make huge progress. Honestly, some of it can take longer than that, depending on what tools you're using. For myself in the past, it's been therapy, coaching, ayahuasca. For this guy I'm talking about, it's been the same thing, like therapy, coaching, ayahuasca. In a matter of months, a year or two, you can attract women that will blow you away compared to who you used to attract. And ask me how I know. I see it happen more and more and more. Like, it's common. But also, if you only attracted a certain type of woman for the last 20 years, responding to that hurt part of you, you can have a limited skew of what's possible. Meaning, the woman that you just had this fight with, you just broke up with, you think you're gonna break up with, that she could be a great gal. And that's the type of woman you've meshed with up until now. Also, she may not do her inner work, and that's cool. However, choosing to do your own, you can look back a year from now after you've done months of inner child healing, of different healing, could be plant medicine, could be all different things. And then a year from now, you're in a different relationship where you can go, oh my God, like, I had no idea. I can say from my own personal experience, the women I was attracting 5 or 10 years ago, and there were some great ones compared to who I've attracted the last 2 or 3 years, humbly, it surprises me. And that's my same outcome for my clients when they're attracting totally different women. And it's not through being needy. Needy is I'm just gonna call it what it is, like a repulsive energy. Excuse me, I have a little chlorophyll water. There's certain things with men and women we're most animalistic, meaning women can smell neediness, like a dog can smell things. Except it smells really bad. But I don't know about you, I've shown up that way in the past. It doesn't mean something's wrong with you. But if we keep coming from that attraction point of neediness, and then it can turn into this nice guy who, man, you can be sitting at dinner and go, why am I being such a pleaser? This isn't who I am. I've never showed up like this before. What's wrong with me? Why can't I speak my mind? Why am I so afraid to lose her? When that 5-year-old boy feels safe inside of you, there's a different level of you that emerges. The real man emerges. The man connected to his power, connected to his balls with an open and ever-opening heart. That guy comes out. And who comes into your life after that point is radically different. Where you won't get very far if you're having this experience is blaming your avoidant ex. Nothing good will come from it. It's good to recognize some patterns like, I was doing this. Oh, and it appears she was responding with this. Okay. But if it's, oh my God, she's such a this, she's such a that. The relationship in your mind and in your heart you have with your ex is gonna have an enormous impact on your future relationships. So if there is the judgment, criticism, resentment, I'm not here to take that away from you. You're entitled to have that. But it will harm your future relationships. And if you've watched this 9.5 minutes in, you're a different type of guy. The fact that you're watching a YouTube video about relationships and anxious dude, avoidant chick on a Friday night says something about you. And you might go, what am I, weird or something? No, I mean, maybe you're weird. I'm kind of weird, like good weird, depending on what kind of weird. Not like serial killer weird. You're someone who knows there's something more. And I find this more and more, and I believe it stronger every day as I talk to more and more men. Something in you fucking knows. It has nothing to do with me, nothing to do with your ex, nothing to do with this video. It's something only you know. That you're here to build something different as a man by building yourself first, because it starts with that, not the relationship. And from that place, being able to create a totally different relationship and a totally different family unit that no one else in your family has had. The same reason you won't be able to talk to many people about it, because it's so unrelatable. Congratulations to you for watching a video about anxious dude, avoidant chick on a Friday night or whenever this finds you. And it's finding you at the right time. And go do something, and go do what you need to do and challenge yourself to alchemize that hurt boy into the man you really are.